HFC Bank has donated kits and trophies to the Ghana Education Service ahead of the 30th edition of the second cycle Inter-Regional Sports Festival slated for next week. At a brief ceremony held at the head office of HFC Bank, the board chairman of the bank, in an exclusive interview with Kwesi Free Sports, explained the bank's decision to sponsor the event.
Well, children are the future. Our bank believes in the youth as being the future of the country. It's our greatest human resource as a country, and even in our banking, we invest in people. So for us, it was an obvious place to start sponsoring.
And why only athletics?
Well, that is one of the first endeavors that any person in their growth development engages in, sport. Even as a toddler, you start running, you start playing. And I believed, and my board believes, that it's a very important place to start from, because it helps to inculcate the best values in the child so he grows up to be a good individual and a member of society.
We have about 8 different disciplines, but you took up only athletics. That's what I'm asking. Why did you pick only athletics?
It's a good start. It's a fundamental and basic start. Taking up sports that require much more additional skill might tend to exclude many more children than we want to. So we wanted to start at a point where we had a broad base of as many children as possible to touch their lives positively. I mean, obviously, if we had gone into football or tennis, automatically, by virtue of certain factors, a lot of kids would be excluded. We don't want to do that at the beginning. We want a broad base to build up from later.
What were these factors you looked through and you realized that taking a broader picture or other sporting disciplines will exclude others? What were some of the factors that you considered?
Well, like I said, I mean, children start their lives by having fun and running. Children start their lives by having fun and jumping. So the natural progression from that is children will start by competing in their running, competing in their jumping. And that was the idea and focus that we took to make sure that we bring in as many as possible from the beginning.
So how much is HFC putting into this?
We're putting in a lot of time and effort. We have spent an inordinate amount of money, but money has not been the objective. So we have not been concerned with any financial constraints. But as you can see, we have made sure that we provide the articles of clothing and the utensils for the sport for full enjoyment of the kids. And as time goes along, I believe, as we see the results, as we see the implementation of the Ghana Education Service, of the things we give, we will certainly increase what we are doing.
Approximately, how much did it cost HFC Bank to have all this?
Well, I can't say exactly how much. And like I say, money is not the object. Money is not the object of everything. The value and the effect of the gift is what counts. And that's what we consider. We've spent enough, but we are willing to spend much more.
The Director of Physical Education at the Ghana Education Service, Emmanuel Domenya, said the package was timely.
It's a lot because in GES we have the core of athletes, or when you come to sports activity, we have the core in the GES. We are left with tapping them and grooming them, and sports is very expensive. It's going a long way to support us and help our office because medal costs 45.18 cedis each, and they are giving us over 300 medals, certificates of participation, certificate of officiating, certificate of merit. All work together. The vest per 10 regional teams are so high. If this cost is taken off us, it tells you that we have been very much relieved. And we can also use our limited resources to do more for the kids by way of training and grooming. So I will only simply say HFC coming on board is a blessing to us.
I am made to understand that we have 8 different disciplines taking part. Are they taking the responsibility of catering for only athletics?
Yes, HFC has come wholly to pick athletics, and it is only athletics they are sponsoring.
So sponsor only athletics. What about the other disciplines? What is GES and your office doing about those disciplines?
With our limited resources, we are also on and working hard. So we are taking all the exhibitions on board this year, except volleyball that we all normally alternate. Yes, when we play volleyball this year, the next time around we play basketball. This year it was our intention to play all, not eliminate any. But due to financial constraints, we had to, as usual, traditional, take volleyball out and do all other disciplines. And we are doing all other disciplines in Cape Coast.
The sports festival will have over 1,900 athletes across the country gracing the competition.